Diagnosed with late-stage cancer and given only 4 weeks to live by the doctor, Chung-hwa plans his final days, ensuring he has enough painkillers to manage his pain. Inspector and master negotiator Ho Shangsheng scolds Chief Inspector Huang Qifa for negotiating with the robbers using threats, giving them a 3-minute ultimatum. They listen to the recording of the conversation, and Ho gets frustrated by Huang's responses to the robbers. Ho notices a sniffing sound from the robber, who seems very calm. Ho enters the bank to negotiate, asking the robbers to release the hostage while assuring them that the police will prepare an escape car. Unarmed, he continues to negotiate, explaining that if the injured hostage dies, the crime escalates to murder, which carries a much harsher sentence than robbery. Ho's argument is quite convincing. The standing robber remains stubborn, but the second robber begins to see reason and suggests they release everyone. A man amongst the hostages stands up and shoots the robbers dead. The man claims to be an off-duty police officer. When he speaks to Inspector Ho, he sniffles. Ho pretends to speak to the dead robber to lure the real mastermind behind the robbery. He explains that the fired bullet will be traced back, making escape impossible. Shortly after leaving the bank, a gunshot goes off. The policeman mastermind behind the robbery has committed suicide. Case closed. Ho walks across the street to get breakfast. An old man takes photos of Ho and their eyes meet. The old man disappears into the crowd. Chung takes an interest in Ho, who he discovers was a former leader of the Special Duties Unit. Meanwhile, Chung stages a robbery at a finance company, allowing all employees to leave early while keeping the manager as a hostage. As the staff are outside, contacting the police, Chung crawls through the vent, gaining access to the safe in the company next door. Chung returns to the finance company, taking some money and diamonds. The police send a negotiator to speak with Chung, but Chung, disliking the negotiator's voice, requests someone else. Chief Inspector Huang is called to handle the situation. Arriving at the rooftop, Ho slowly walks towards Chung to negotiate. Chung uses the finance manager as a hostage and a shield, proposing a 72-hour game. Listening in, Huang Qifa is concerned, thinking that dumb has met dumber on the rooftop. Ho agrees to the game but asks Chung to release the hostage. Without warning, Chung shoots the hostage. He reveals a bomb detonator, claiming bombs are set up all over the roof. Ho is certain the bombs are fake, but Huang Qifa refuses to believe him. Chung escapes through the rooftop air duct. Ho picks up the bombs and, as predicted, they are fake, and the hostage was not dead. Chung dons the SWAT uniform he prepared earlier and quickly knocks down a policeman. Huang doesn't think Chung can escape since the entire building is surrounded. Ho disagrees, pointing out that it's easily doable if Chung is disguised as police. The previously attacked policeman reports Chung's location, prompting everyone to rush to the 18th floor. Ho heads down to the outside of the building, noting there's no bus stop, only a taxi pickup spot. Chung enters a taxi, unaware that the driver is Ho. As they head for the harbor, Chung notices Ho and they make a bet. If Ho makes it to the police station, he wins. Chung screws a silencer onto his gun and starts shooting onto the street, counting down to 3 for the final shot with his eyes closed. Ho steps on the emergency brake. He realizes he has already escaped. The police block off the road, so Chung rushes to sit next to a beautiful passenger, Ting. Seeing Chung's gun, Ting tries not to react. Chung gives his sunglasses to Ting and shares her headphones. They act as a loving couple on the bus, sharing the headphones. Chung successfully dodges the police and returns Ting's headphones. Ting rushes off the bus shortly after and seemingly follows behind Chung. When she reaches where she lives, she gives back Chung's sunglasses. Back at the police station, Ho finds the entire crime suspicious, suspecting there's more to it than just a robbery of a small finance company. Perhaps he is selected purposely to negotiate. Meanwhile, a man known as Baldy is having a diamond he stole appraised by an old man he hasn't seen in a while. The 2 Americans who stole the diamond for Baldy demand more money. Baldy pulls out his gun and points it at the old man, who confirms the diamond's authenticity. Baldy then kills the 2 Americans and takes the diamond. Before leaving, the old man, a black market seller, proposes to sell the stolen diamond for twice the usual commission. Ho returns to the finance company for further questioning. As he approaches, he notices Baldy entering the office space next door. Trusting his gut feeling, Ho decides to follow them. He heads toward the office, but one of Baldy's men steps in his way. As he leaves for the day, Ho receives a package containing a screw from Chung. Later, he meets up with his friend, the head of Interpol, who provides him with crucial information. Baldy is wanted for possession of explosives, and Peter Chung, the old man who took pictures of him and used to be Baldy's boss until Baldy kicked him out. More focused on the case, he skips having dinner with her to break into Baldy's office. When trying to get in, he's turned away by security, who's told by Huang that Ho is not on the case. Ho sneaks in anyway and takes something from the security. Arriving at Baldy's company, Chung watches Ho from the surveillance cameras and realizes he forgot to give Ho the password. Using a pack of powdered creamer taken from security, Ho manages to crack the code. As he observes his surroundings, he notices one of the vents is missing a screw. Going through the vents, he finds that Baldy had to keep an eye on the diamond and Chung's video equipment. Chung deliberately sets off a smoke bomb, causing a commotion. Baldy's men are alerted by the noise and rush in to capture the intruder. Hearing the news, Baldy hurries back to the company to retrieve his diamond. Ho quickly hides in the fire hose compartment. Suddenly, Chung calls Ho, but the loud ringtone gives away Ho's location to Baldy's men. Chung calls again, and Ho realizes he's being used as a pawn in this dangerous game. Chung warns him to take the emergency stairs and drop the garbage can. It won't stand up against 3 guns. Chung informs Ho about an emergency exit door below that will seal shut in 30 seconds. Ho rushes down to escape, but he finds the door locked, triggering an alarm. Ho finally realizes he's been tricked again. Anticipating Baldy's arrival to retrieve the diamond, Chung reveals a car identical to Baldy's. One of Baldy's henchmen spots the car and assumes Baldy is inside. As the henchman approaches, Chung, disguised with a bald cap, seizes the opportunity to snatch the diamond and knocks out the henchman. Ho and Baldy's men give chase. Amidst the gunfire, despite their differences, they work together to evade capture. They successfully escape. Once they're in the same car again, Chung has the stolen diamond in a briefcase. He tells Ho that if he can get him to the police station, he wins. However, Chung drives the car into a wall. After the collision, both men struggle to reach the diamond, feeling wobbly from the crash. Ho reaches for the diamond but collapses, allowing Chung to walk away with it. In his haste, Chung drops his painkillers while trying to grab the diamond. After Ho gets checked up, Wang mistakenly believes the pills are Ho's and assumes Ho is dying of cancer. He promises to be less angry and more gentle in Ho's remaining days. Ho's friend from Interpol arrives with more information on Peter Chung, who actually died a year ago, along with a photo of Peter's son. Chung, masquerading as his father, sends Baldy proof that he has the diamond and demands $20 million HK in return. Ho meets Chung at a diner and asks why he's still playing games despite having the diamond and avenging his father. Ho gives Chung a minute to provide a good reason not to arrest him. Chung wants Ho to arrest Baldy, but realizes Ho isn't interested in fame or promotion. Chung taunts Ho, claiming he's winning their game. Ho lets him leave so they can continue their game. Chung takes a bus and encounters the woman from earlier. The bus is pulled over by the police, and the woman invites Chung to sit with her again. They pretend to cuddle to avoid attention, but this time it's just a misunderstanding due to a red light. After the incident, they smile and head to a restaurant. Ting has seen the news of Chung's crime and wants to get to know him better. As the conversation progresses, Chung starts coughing uncontrollably, and blood drips into his glass of water. He apologizes and leaves abruptly. The following day, Chung sets up the diamond exchange at a bowling alley, which is being staked out by Ho, Wang, and the police. Ho bumps into a familiar henchman who still doesn't recognize him. Chung has Ho make the exchange for him, but Baldy insists that Chung, disguised as a woman, retrieves the money. Ho tries to signal Wang to check the money exchange, but Wang misses the message. Meanwhile, Chung takes out Baldy's man and the cop while retrieving the money. He removes his disguise and completes the exchange himself, telling Ho the woman is conning him. Baldy takes Chung's bag, expecting money, but finds a bowling ball instead. In a fit of rage, he throws it on the floor, revealing hidden diamonds inside. The police move in and arrest Baldy for stealing the diamonds from the finance company next door. Chung leaves the scene with the diamond and money. Ho catches up, arrests him, and prepares to take him to the police station. Chung reveals another bomb and pulls out a detonator. Ho, calling his bluff, presses it, starting a timer. Chung, knowing he's dying, wishes not to die in a jail cell. Ho stops and gets out of the car, watching as Chung appears to die. The timer reaches 0, starting the car, and Chung escapes again. When Wang berates Ho for letting Chung get away, Ho ignores him and goes to grab something to eat. Chung, pretending to be dead, drives away, smiling. Ho reads in the newspaper that someone using his name donated $20 million to a children's cancer foundation. On a bus, he meets the woman, Ting, who is wearing a diamond identical to the one Chung stole. Ho admires the diamond, but she dismisses it as something cheap. When he asks who gave it to her, she says she hasn't seen him in a while. Ho tells her to hold on to it, as she never know when the friend may appear. For upcoming content, click like, pound that subscribe, and hit notification. Thank you for watching.